Okay, I think we got it. I think we're there. I think we're there. I think we're there. All right. 5 minutes early, gang. Sorry about that. We're a little early, but it is what it is. It is what it is, and it is what it is. We got it. I think we're there. I think we're there. I think we're there. All right. 5 minutes early, gang. Sorry about that. Okay, so a lot of cars down by the water. I don't know if it's the protesters or not, but there was a big protest down there today about the Trump tariffs. I think that's what's going on. People got nothing better to do. Look at that clown. You see them all. You see them all. Brenda, how you doing, Brenda? Giggles, TJ. So I think that cruise ship I did last night screwed me up because my drone doesn't want to fly correctly at all. It was raining when I did that, and I went up and tried to fly a couple of times today with the drone. Just wouldn't work right. So I think I got water down in the controller or in the drone or probably both. So my days of flying probably have come to an end. I can't afford another drone right now. Things are kind of tight. Oh, good. Angel's keeping you busy. That's good, Brenda. Booner's out. Maybe I should go see if he wants to come in. I'll be right back. Come on, Boner. Well, oh, get over here. Oh, go. Oh man. No, I don't. Uh, Brenda, it looks like my flying days are over with. Because it's so windy down there. I do have that the brand new flip, but the flip doesn't handle that kind of wind. So anyway, is what it is. There's not this old man is probably done flying. Hey, there's Dominic.
Good evening.
Good evening,
Where are
Dominic.
we?
Well, you know that ship I did last night in the rain?
Yep.
It screwed my drone and my controller up today. So I think I'm done flying.
Oh no.
When it doesn't yaw to the right, and the camera doesn't stabilize,
Hmm.
and the controller doesn't seem to want to work right. So everything got wet. So is what it is. I guess I
Send
guess
it
I guess
send it
my
back to
my
DJI.
my flying days are over.
Send it back to DJI and see what happens.
Well, I could do that, but I don't know. I'll have to see.
Hmm.
Yeah, Brenda, I sold all my other drones.
Yeah. Well, that's what I said, TJ. Yeah. Send it off and see what happens.
Boone, stop. He's in the living room whining.
Oh no.
Well, everything comes to an end sooner or later, Brenda, So here's what it is. I feel bad. I wanted to get that chip and I thought the video turned out really well. Did you see it, Dominic?
No, I didn't. I haven't had the chance really. But I
Okay,
will.
well, let me show you guys what I did last night that
Yep.
really put me out of business. Um, Here's what it is. Let me see. Our channel, my videos. Oh, wait a minute. I got to screen share it. Can you see that? All right.
Yep.
Okay, here we go.
I am reading the chat, Frank. He said put it in the fridge overnight.
Yeah, I read that too.
Yep. I agree with that, Frank. It's worth a try. Mm.
TJ!
TJ,
So
you can sell
okay,
him Euro
here's
2S.
something else you might want to try is get like a big pot or like a big, like a big.
What are you making? Meatballs? You'll need a big
Yeah,
pot.
he's
Like
going to put it. Yeah,
put
he's going to put the
and then set
E2S in there.
put the drone and maybe a battery and the controller inside there and pour some rice over it. And
Yeah,
rice will absorb the all the moisture and all that stuff too.
but after a period of time, it would dry out if you don't turn it on.
Yeah. And probably not a good idea to be flying in the rain too.
Yeah, that was that was where the problem started.
Yeah.
But you've got one. Why don't you sell it to Paul?
I mean, if you're gonna be flying in the rain, then you need to make sure that your drone has that protective
Conformal coating.
yeah, exactly. Now I keep seeing well, I saw a commercial for the Viking ship. It looks kind of boring because they don't have any casinos and they don't allow kids on there, but but I think they allow animals because I think I saw a dog in the commercial one time.
Could
I'd
be.
well, I'm going to offend people here, but I'd rather take animals than children. But
Yeah.
I apologize to anybody that gets upset by that comment.
Hi,
Hi,
Jim.
Jim.
What's up, Jim?
I don't understand cruise ships anyway, but yeah, that's my take.
Well, there's a lot of people that love them, and I've never been on one.
No, I've never been on one.
TJ's a cruiser.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I reckon TJ would love it.
yeah, I enjoy cruising, but I don't know if I like going on the Viking though, because there's really not much to do on the ship, anyways.
Yeah,
What's up, Jim?
Well, I think the average person that goes on a Viking cruise is just the idea of getting away from everything.
Yeah,
Not that they're looking for something extra to do, but it's like
yeah, I could totally understand. Yeah,
I think the
totally
Viking
understand that
cruises when they
mindset.
do
Yeah.
the Great Lakes are all the Whitehead, yellow, the old folks.
yeah.
Yeah, as I said, I can understand when people want to get away from things. So, yep, I totally agree with that comment.
I mean, like cruises are fun, but it's good to have extracurricular things to do while you're cruising as well.
Well, you're supposed to take that extracurricular along with you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because your bunk partner, that's your extracurricular there.
Bunk partner, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shoot, I would take a drone with me on a Viking cruise. Like,
They
hey,
don't let you fly drones.
oh no. No.
No, we're
We'd be
outlaws.
trying to raise bail money for TJ. He'd be down in Tijuana jail.
We're outlaws. We're like we're like the skateboarders in the 80s. Everybody hates us.
Yeah.
So what's a Saturday night for you, TJ? What are you doing?
Well, I did a drone gig earlier this morning. Because there's this girl or this lady. She's a part of a big, huge book club kind of deal.
Oh, okay.
And well, the thing that it was what the heck was the name of it? It was called it was called Unleash Your Superpower, the Biohacking in Business Conference is what it was.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. So there was this hotel. It was called Aloft, and so I got there at 7 o'clock this morning, and I went up to the rooftop, and they got a swimming pool, and there's a bar, and like all this other. They got cornhole up there, and
Oh,
all
great.
these other. Yeah, so I was the first one there, and so I was just hanging out, waiting for everybody else to come. And so what they did was they were all these authors from all over. They had their books with them, and so they were holding up their books and whatever. So I was taking pictures of them with the drone and doing a sphere, like doing the sphere shot where it like goes backwards and then goes up and spins around and does the sphere thing.
So what you should have done, you should have done the dolly zoom.
The
Where you
what?
go back, but you hit the focus, the zoom. You zoom in while you're going backward.
Oh yeah. I mean, it was still cool, but still like created that. It still created the sphere thing, so that was pretty neat.
Because you get up there, you do the spotlight, and then once you finish the spotlight, you go in, and then you pull back while hitting zooming in, and it does that very cinematic effect.
So does the Air 2S does the Bali zoom?
Dolly zoom, yeah. Oh. You can basically do it on anything. All you've got to do is you've got to zoom, haven't you?
I think you can.
I think I can only zoom when you're on video.
Yeah, but it won't. I mean, I can zoom in only in video, but it won't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I've tried. I'll have to try that. I'll have to try the Bali zoom on the Air 2S.
You zoom in while you're pulling back. So you got to use both hands.
So you do it with your fingers. You just do the
Yeah,
zoom.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Oh,
You
okay.
just
TJ,
you very casually
you-
zoom in.
you're pretty good at using your fingers, I hear.
Yeah. So you've got to, as I
Can I
said,
have that?
you've got to time it properly because you've got to go back at the same time you're zooming in. You can't go
Gotcha.
too fast back, and you can't zoom too fast. You have to get it so that they zoom. You zoom and move at exactly the same time. It's
Okay.
called a parallax.
I'll have to try that.
Yeah.
Yep, there's a downbound ship, but I can't fly it because I don't have a drone that'll fly it. So
Well, you could either
my
you
days
could,
of flying are probably slim to
you
none.
could you could either send it off to DJI or there's another company. It's
TJ, just call him up and tell him you'll write the check, okay?
Yeah.
All right. uh,
I'm on a very limited income budget now. I
yeah.
haven't all my money's gone, but between insurance and utilities and all kinds of stuff. So
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't hurt to try. So.
yeah, I mean, at this point in time, Boone is happy to help me by he leaves part of his dinner down there for me to eat. You know, we're
Oh,
down
that's
there
good.
side by side.
Dusty, he flew it. Dusty, he flew it in the rain and it got wet. So that's our discussion.
Yeah,
it got wet.
pretty much, Jim. Paul flew his drone in the rain, which he probably should have waited until it stopped raining and then went to go out and fly. But
Well, the
But the ship
video
wouldn't
I
have
got
been
is,
there,
is
so
an excellent video, but
was it actually raining or just kind of drizzling or?
it was a heavy drizzle. I came back, I was soaking wet. So
Oh,
but it is what it is.
yeah.
But I just want to let everybody know if you're looking for any of my videos in the future,
there won't
just-
be none.
it won't be happening. Because I've got the flip,
Yeah,
and
it got wet.
I was thinking about selling it because it only handles like 25-mile-an-hour wind. And down by the water, 25 is nothing, you know?
Yeah.
Well, Dusty, you can make them waterproof, but
You can make them waterproof, yeah.
because
Hmm.
Nick from Fly Days, he always puts his drones in the water because he's got that stuff on it.
Informal
makes it-
coating.
Yeah,
Formal coating.
coat. Yeah.
Well, I've never had an issue before, but well, this is that new controller. I sold my other controller to a friend of mine, the one I really like, the big black one. This is the little
Yeah, the
gray
Pro.
one. So I don't know.
Yeah.
If,
No, you sold your other Air 2S, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can use the flip.
I can lose the flip. Yep.
Oh, okay.
The flip doesn't
Hmm.
handle the wind, TJ.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's Mark.
What's up,
Hey,
Mark?
Mark, how's it going?
Hi there. Mm,
Howdy.
Hey, sorry about the loss of your friend there, buddy.
my
Yeah.
cousin,
Yeah, your cousin.
Yeah, cousin.
How old was he?
Yeah.
she was 60.
Oh, wow.
Oh. Bit
A
young.
rare form of blood cancer that she's been suffering with for a couple of years.
Oh. Jesus.
That's about a 450-mile trip to the funeral.
Oh. Mm.
And now we
Yeah.
don't know how long her dad's gonna last now,
Mm.
because he's been suffering from prostate cancer for years, but he's been hanging on and fighting because of her being ill.
How does that happen? How does prostate cancer? How does that? Whatever.
You can get prostate anywhere there, TJ.
Oh, I thought it
No.
was. Well, I
It
know
is
like
what it
your-
is.
It's
I know like
prostate is an internal organ, and
right.
you can get cancer of the heart, the liver, the kidneys, the
Oh
prostate.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Prostate cancer.
Yeah, we
is
just
what,
don't know. We
prostate
don't know
cancer is
what causes
Uncle
cancer.
Bill
Well,
had.
I knew about like lung cancer and heart cancer and
It's the same
like
thing.
any
It's just
cancer of
down
the
in the
esophagus. There's all kinds of
right.
cancer.
Yeah,
yeah, it's
Yeah.
just down in the nether regions.
Right.
spread through his body, so he's got cancer. Everything is riddled with it now.
Yeah, it's in the lymph nodes now.
Yep.
Once it gets there, you're in trouble.
Prostate cancer is what Uncle Bill had. That's why he had the prostate.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
that's right. That's
They
right
caught
too.
it early.
If you catch it early, I know several people that have had it. And if you catch it early, you're right.
So what you need to do is every time you take a shower, TJ, take your washcloth and give your prostate a good cleaning.
Yeah. Give
Don't
it
forget
you need to
clean
give
your
it a good
prostate.
massage.
Yeah.
Do you know how to do that?
Yeah, just like go back behind there, and go.
Did
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
did you ever watch,
Yeah.
That's it.
did you ever watch the film Road Trip?
Yeah.
The what road trip?
It was just called Road Trip.
Road trip.
Oh yeah. Okay, I think I remember that movie. Yeah.
Yeah, well, the nurse milked that guy's prostate.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
That was what was that? That's the same guy that it was on that movie Dude, Where's My Car? I forgot what his name was. And he was on
Absent-minded professor.
he was on and he was also on all the American Pie movies.
You don't suppose you're talking about the absent-minded professor, do you?
No, I'm
I don't
talking
know where his car is. Oh.
Yeah, absent-minded professor.
That's like a day at the zoo for TJ. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it's like a day at Walmart for me because Walmart's parking lot is so big, or any big parking lot, like the mall or something. Like we'll go in there, and then I'll come out and be like, where do I park? So I have to always hit my little alarm thing, go boop 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 boop. I always have a
TJ,
hard
it's a good thing you live in this time period because Dominic, you can remember. I don't remember ever having a car where you just went badoop badoop badoop.
Yeah.
People were walking up and down the
And-
aisles looking for their car.
Yeah, and with cars these days, some of them have keyless entry, where
Yeah.
all you have to do is touch the car and you can open the door. Sean Williams. Yeah. Thanks, Jim.
Jim says Sean Williams, TJ.
Yeah, and we
Oh,
have
that's right.
cars.
That's right.
Yeah, we have cars these days that have push button starts. So
Oh yeah, the push to start one.
yeah, push to start. Yeah. So technology just keeps going about in leaps and bounds. As I said, when in the old days you had one key and you put it in the door to open it, and then you get in the car and then you turn it on. Didn't we say hello, Brenda? But I said hello to you.
All right, so this is the thing that I did today.
You did a thing, did you?
Yeah, I did this.
You did a thing.
Play.
This is feeling like that. This may be the last one that Rasmus hits here at 12.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was a TJ moment.
Yeah, TJ moment, yeah. And then I got them all like dancing and stuff. They're all just kind of dancing. I was following them with the drone.
Is that a specific type of dance, or were they just dancing?
They were just, I guess, I think it
A
was
line
maybe
dance.
yeah, line dance. That's what it was.
And they're not doing the nut bush or something like that, or
So
they'll take it.
these were all like authors, from book authors.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, did you get paid for that, TJ?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's gonna pay me. So I'll just
She'll
have
give
to
you a
find out
book, don't
tomorrow.
worry. She'll
No,
give,
Yeah.
they'll
she'll
give you
the
a
book.
signed book.
Yeah,
Yeah.
give me a signed book. Yeah, I'm like, here you go. I'm like, all right, thanks, I guess.
No, you leave off the I guess. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that hotel that they had the conference in was really nice. They had there's like all these different conference rooms, and they had a pool table in there, and the lobby was really nice. Pretty cool place.
Mm-hmm. That's all right.
Yeah.
I see the Democrats are all fired up to get AOC on the ballot for president the next time around.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Good. That'd be a really good choice.
Yeah, for who?
Not.
All the
Not.
barmaids around the world.
Yeah.
So, Mark, what's Precious doing?
It's just fed her a treat to shut her up.
Oh,
Yeah. No, that.
I'm not really the jealous type,
Jodie,
really.
Brenda,
I
Jim,
mean, here and there maybe,
Dusty.
but
You should have
yeah, I'm
had a
sitting here
book
reading it. Yeah.
signing telling them your number one in
Number one in
Florida
Florida,
and number
and
one
then
in Australia.
Yeah, everybody was asking me if I had any business cards or whatever, and I was like, no, I just have my YouTube channel. So I was getting everybody to subscribe to my YouTube.
Give him a sticker.
you're such a sticker freak. You don't have any business cards?
No.
What
Yeah,
the hell's
give
the
him a
matter with you?
sticker.
I know. I need to get some made.
They're not hard. You
Just make a sticker. Everybody loves your
It's like
stickers.
one of those little dot cards, and that you hold on the back of people's phones or whatever, that have all my.
You mean like
TJ,
the ones
get
that,
the sticker thing off your mind.
and remembering the ones like, that little thing that Robbie Gray gave you.
Yeah,
You need one of those.
Yeah, the little drone things. But there's also it's called a dot card. Yeah. They're like how much, like, I think I got some cards made a long time ago. It only cost me like, I think, $25, I think.
$25 or $30. Yep.
Yeah.
You can do it, TJ.
Yeah. There's card companies out
I
there.
keep cards. I keep cards with me all the time because people want to know where to go and see my videos and whatever. And I got on the back, it tells information to come to Paul Murray, Port Huron.
Who did you use to make them?
Hang on a minute. Let me see. They're online. I got them online.
Oh, okay.
like Vistaprint.
Oh yeah, Vistaprint. Yeah.
Vistaprint. Yep, you're right.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I say. Everybody gets Vistaprint.
You know, I got a whole box of them. And TJ doesn't have any. What the hell?
There he is.
What the
Hello,
hell?
Dre.
What's up, Dre?
Hey, Dre.
Yeah, you got to get
Hi,
your
Dre.
107 first. Get that and then print out
No,
business
no,
cards
Dre.
with the
I didn't. I
107
didn't
on
get
it.
my 107.
Well, then
Just
that's
not,
why
not
should
bus
get
card,
it.
business card.
Yeah,
Talking about.
and then yeah, you get that, and then that gives you motivation to get the business card with, you know, Anthony Alexander 107 pilot.
Yeah.
Either that or what you do is you have a business card with your name, address, and telephone number, and it says on there on the back, it says if you want to see any of my stuff, go to Paul Murray Port Huron on YouTube.
Yeah. Or Giggles FPV on YouTube.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to do that. Let's get a bunch of
Yes,
business
do it.
cards made up.
No, 107 first.
Well, if you ordered them today, you'd probably have them by Tuesday.
No, okay. Yeah, you're probably right, Dominic. Get my 107 first and then get the business card.
Yeah. Considering I did what we, our version of the 107. So
But see, the problem is, TJ, everything you can't get paid for. But you got to promote yourself out in the community
in the
as
big
that
wide world, yeah.
you're a pilot, you know.
Yeah.
You get yourself one of those little captain's hats, nice little captain hat, and walk around and say, I'm a pilot.
See the word captain on my hat?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's all about promotion.
yeah.
You gotta promote yourself.
Yeah, if you don't promote yourself, nobody else is going to.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think they were talking about that a little bit at the conference about like promoting and stuff like that.
So you've got to read that book, obviously.
Yeah, obviously I do. I don't know. I'm not really an avid reader though. Like if I see something,
Good point,
if
Jim.
if I'm walking around like in a museum or like somewhere and I see something, I'll just read it and just be like, oh, all right.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah.
Future Part 107 pilot. Yeah, that'll work too.
Yeah, get a t-shirt. Get a t-shirt printed.
Yeah. with a
Just
little
walk around.
with little QR code on it.
Yeah, and then just walk around.
And then
Little
people
donation tin.
Scan me and give me a donation. Scan me.
Yeah, give me $1. Give me $1.
They could scan my
Give me
shirt with
$1.
their phone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Promote.
Yep.
So Brenda, how's Angel doing? Good, I hope. I see you talk about her every once in a while.
Yeah, I think she's training her like a little each day, so said that they were working on basic obedience.
Jim, tell Brenda, TJ won't even read my comments. He's just ignoring me.
Wait, what?
Say what?
No, I was reading. I was reading.
I was.
Yes.
I was reading your comments, Jim,
Say
and then I
what?
was reading Brenda's. I would never ignore you, Jim. You know that.
Obviously, he doesn't, or he wouldn't have said that.
Oh, about because he was asking me. I got sidetracked because we were talking about business cards, and then you were asking. Then he was asking me about because he was telling me about a movie to watch, and I didn't get to watching it yet. But I'll watch it later tonight, though, and I'll let you know.
Which movie is that?
It was a movie that.
Oh yeah, you know that movie. Yeah,
yeah, that one.
And Jim, don't hold your breath if he can't remember the movie.
It was.
He can't remember the name of it. He won't watch it.
That's it.
What was it? It was called
Yes,
the California Kid is what it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Here comes David Birdman.
Good evening, David.
Yeah, hello. I thought I'd join you happy souls as I'm fucking miserable.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
you're miserable. Well, you could join the club. I found my drone isn't working anymore, so I'm done with flying. So
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
You
draws
should have put,
beat
you should have put money on. You should have put money on PNE.
Yeah. So here you go, Paul.
250 to 1.
My club's practically being relegated. 250 to fucking 1 last week, you bastards. Right? Bunch of useless tossing.
So
hey, how did your club do today playing soccer?
they kind
They're
of got
done.
We played bottom of the table. The team has been bottom of the table all fucking season until we played them. Now they're not bottom of the table, but we are heading that way.
No.
So Marky's not his team's not doing well, huh?
Read
No.
the chat.
oh,
My monitor screen, my little monitor screen, yeah, went poof, gone,
Fucking smoke.
and the birds have gone into the TV and smashed the TV.
God.
Wow.
Right.
And then I get a message from Vince at GoFundMe to tell me that they can't fix the problem and that I have missed out on £420 worth of donations. Yeah. Kind of a good thing because it means I don't have to wear the stupid outfit. Yeah. But kind of a bad thing because the charity ain't getting this money.
Mm.
And they can't fix the mobile payments. They're telling me I have to tell people to pay via web browser. What a load of fucking.
Oh, what a shame.
Hi, everybody in the chat. Welcome to Depressed David.
Mm.
I thought you changed it from GoFundMe anyway.
I've got both. I've got GoFundMe and Just Giving, but for some reason, everybody keeps going through GoFundMe. And if they're trying to pay by mobile browser on the mobile, for some reason, it won't go through.
Mm.
But, oh well. It's all fun, isn't it?
Absolute disaster.
I wish I never got up this morning.
Yep.
Sleep all day.
Did you
Ow.
try the Brenda? Did you try the Just Giving link?
Yeah, there's a Just Giving on the. It's 100% safe. It's literally same as GoFundMe, but actually they take less money than Just Giving. Oh, and then to make matters even worse, right? I made myself a nice vegetarian parcels with chips, and I picked it up. My phone starts ringing, so I had to rush into the living room and fucking tripped up, and my food went way.
Oh,
Oh
no.
God, I hate when that happens. You're walking and you
I'll
trip and
post
your
the
food
link.
just goes flying everywhere. I hate when that happens.
TJ at £4.99 for them vegetarian parcels, right?
Oh,
That was
God.
like, oh, you bastards!
Oh damn.
Expensive food.
You
The
weren't
birds
able to
can't
pick
eat it because
any-
it's got onions in it.
I've
I was
posted the
gonna-
link.
I
they're
was gonna say
same
you
style.
weren't able to pick any of it up and save it,
Thanks.
were you?
Yeah, thanks, Dominic. Sorry,
Yeah,
what
I'm
was
your
that, TJ?
campaign manager at the moment.
Oh, hold on.
So it's just been one of them days. The only good news is I didn't have to watch my team lose because the birds went into the TV.
Hey, they did you a
Yeah.
service then.
Silver lining. And I've just been twatted by a bottle of fucking air freshener by the bastard birds. Oh, what?
Well, Rosden did not get
Sounds
promoted.
to me like your bird's out of
Oh,
control there.
No,
They got beat 2-0.
oh no. What a bugger.
Well,
It is. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous because, like, the top one goes through and then the next four play off, and the one that's gone through is the people that came fifth in the league.
Nah,
yeah, but there was some more good news. Blackpool only managed to draw, which means they can't go up either. Which
Yes.
means if we go down, we have to play them next season.
Oh, great. Oh, I'll be back. See you
Knowing
soon.
my luck, it'll be on the 29th of bloody October.
Yeah.
When you're in Blackpool. Yeah.
Hey David, were you able to save any of your food after the tripping or no?
No,
No.
it went splodge.
Damn.
It's sod's law, isn't it, right? You've got this veggie parcel with cheese on top and all the fillings, right? On which
Yeah.
way round's it going to land? That's right, on the cheese.
Damn. Now, do you guys have do you have carpeted floor? Or is it hardwood or
Yes.
laminate hardwood
Carpeted.
or carpet?
Well, you could always go down and lick the carpeting.
Yeah, there you go.
No. I've just looked at the carpet. No. I've looked at the carpet and it's a no, right? Because the birds have decided today they're going to cover it with seed as well, right? No.
Oh, you have a little bit of crunch in there. It'll be all right.
Yeah,
Crunch and munch.
seedy
Crunch
grass.
and munch.
David style. Crunch and munch.
Crunch and munch. It's like Cracker Jack. Crunch and munch.
No, the birds have decided that the Hoover needs feeding.
Mhm.
I mean, birdseed's pretty cheap, isn't it? Oh, no, the birds go cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how many birds are you up to now, David?
Down to 11.
11 birds. Wow.
Don't look at me like that, little shit. I'm talking about you. Rio, what are you doing? Bastard.
I'm a bastard.
Can't take the fucking curtains down.
They didn't like the curtains.
It just knocked me on the head with the freshness stuff that was up on the side.
Jim's making my mouth water right now. He
Oh,
made
look.
You have David. You
Yeah,
have
Brenda,
you
on
have
just
you
yeah,
have
on
PayPal, don't you, David?
yes, on Just Giving, you can pay via PayPal. It should be an option on there.
Mm.
I'm with you 100%. PayPal.
Well, I'm going to be down your way in a few weeks' time by the looks of it, David.
Don't do it.
Don't have a choice. Cousin's funeral.
Yeah, his cousin died.
He's passed away overnight.
He was 60 years old, right?
She was. I live somewhere in Sussex.
Right. If anybody wants to use the Just Giving link, you've got to click pay. Then you click one-off payment because there's an option for monthly donations. Don't do it. And so click the one-off payment. You put the amount in, skip message or put a message if you want. and then it says pay with PayPal. I've just checked it.
That should make a lot of people happy. Because a lot of people use PayPal.
I encourage everybody to use PayPal. When you're using online stuff, PayPal.
Yeah.
No one's getting my bank details.
Yep.
And for added protection, there's 2 extra protections in place. One, I don't see any of the money. It goes straight to the charity. And secondly, on my actual website, there is a donation promise where if I don't do the event for whatever reason, that's not out. So I'll say like we go into another lockdown, then that's different. We'll just move the event. But if I don't do it, then you will get your money back from me, not from the charity. From me personally.
Have you ever used Venmo before, David?
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Brenda.
I don't think
You
we've
do
got
know that
over
Venmo
here.
is owned by PayPal.
Brenda says that her dog and my dog would love your birds, David.
For breakfast.
Lunch and dinner.
Yeah.
I don't think we have Venmo in the UK,
Yeah,
No.
we do.
do we?
Yeah.
No, okay.
It's
Well, we
an
don't
app.
have Venmo out here then.
It should definitely be there. It should be down at the bottom. If not, then if you can try a web browser for the GoFundMe, because like I said, it'll go through GoFundMe on web browser apparently, just not through the mobile for some reason,
Hmm.
which I don't freaking get. They're just if not, don't worry about it. They can. I'm not too. Ugh. It's too stressing to think about it today.
Hmm.
Oh, and someone's kicked the shit out of our manager. Yeah, because he, in his interview, had a bloody face. And Peter Ridsdale, the club chairman, was not in sight at the game today. So
Oh,
I'm hoping they kick the shit out of each other.
okay.
About time we had some passion somewhere.
Hmm.
No, you can't have a player. All right, then. Take this. Doof. Was quite funny as well because at the end of the game, your last home game of the season, the players come out and do the lap of honour for the clap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only one player came out. Yeah. But when he came out, yeah, there was no fans left. So they had to do the award ceremonies, like Player of the Year and shit, in front of an empty stadium.
Hmm.
I'll teach them. I come.
Yep.
They don't fucking deserve an award anyway.
Hmm.
Biggest tosspot award? Yeah, you can have that one.
So you mean your last 3 or 4 games are all away?
Well, they got one game.
We've only got 1 game left. All right.
Yeah. You guys, Premier League finishes a couple of weeks after us. Yeah, we play Bristol City next week and they're in the playoffs, which is what our problem is. I mean, we could still stay up if the 3 teams below us all lose, but they've all got easy games. They're playing teams that haven't got anything to do. No win.
You can still stay up if you win.
We have not won away since we played Plymouth Argyle on this day last year.
That's a whole year.
We've gone a whole year without winning away on a Saturday.
Well, it sounds to me like the problem is they're not paying enough money.
No, it sounds to me like they're paying way too much money. Yeah, because I wouldn't pay these lazy fuckers anything.
So what about sacking the coach?
But then again, the only way you're going to go down is if Hull win and you don't.
Yes, but Hull are playing West Brom, who haven't won in the last 7 games. Yeah. We just need a miracle.
Mm.
Like I said,
The
8 days
the
ago, we was
miracle on grass.
250 to 1 to go down. Yeah. According to the supercomputer, a 0.1% chance. Yeah.
Hey, Joel.
Now,
What's up,
yeah,
Joel?
we've got a 95% chance of going down.
Mm.
They're pretty good odds. Don't worry, Dominic, you can celebrate tomorrow. They only need a point.
Well, City dropped 2 places today because of Chelsea and Newcastle both winning.
Mm.
Oh, Chelsea is still behind them, I think, but Newcastle.
Yeah. Yeah, don't worry about that. They're going to out the FA Cup tomorrow anyway. You'll never beat the Palace.
Playing Forest.
Yeah, but Palace in the final.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, the other game that we needed to go our way today was Coventry Luton Town.
Oh.
Hmm.
Yeah. And it was 0-0 until the 97th minute.
Huh.
And then Luton scored. Ding.
No.
Is Joe supposed to be out tonight or something? Or, I mean, I know they had some pretty bad lightning storms this afternoon because the golf was postponed.
Mm.
Where's Ed tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, didn't he have something to do?
Yeah, he's got his daughter's bridal shower or something.
Yeah.
His daughter's bridal shower.
Yeah.
He's not meant to go to that. That's for the women.
Probably has to stand guard. I don't know.
Stand guard, yeah.
Get away from our women.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Get up, TJ.
Shut up, David.
Well, he's looking intently at the screen there.
Oh, now. Yeah. It's like he wanted to say something, but he didn't want to.
Yeah.
My desk
There's
is looking
Justin.
very empty without that one. Oh, God. Did it get any worse today?
Yeah.
What's up?
So,
What's down?
Justin.
Sideways.
Justin!
Hello.
He's just in time.
He's just in time.
Not heard him yet.
Oh, he's
Oh,
waking
okay.
up.
Haven't caught up with that, Joel. In your
Yeah,
own
Sci-Fi
time.
got a new DJI toy, he said.
yeah, that's it.
Hey.
That's what, I see that. What'd you get, Joel? What DJI toy did you get? The little a microphone or what'd you get?
Think big. DJ, think bigger than a little microphone. Think big.
Well, maybe the DJI Air 4 or something.
You what? They haven't got an F4.
An S3.
Or maybe the
Action 5.
Mavic, yeah, he's got the Mavic 4
Action
early.
5, yeah.
You alive, Justin?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get this fucking shit to connect to my car.
Oh,
I hate it when that happens.
Team you.
Yeah, Timu. Tamu, whatever they call it. Tamu.
Well, you know how to say emu. Just put a P in front of it.
But I saw they actually have television commercials in Australia, and it was Tamu.
Oh, he
They
got
were pronouncing
Joel got the Neo.
The Neo,
Yay.
Yeah.
the best drone in the world. Ask Joe. About it. Yeah.
Yeah.
The best drone in the world. So
Captain Joe's favorite drone. Yep.
Yep. The second most fun you can have with 135 grams.
Depends how you snort it.
Uh-huh. That's the first one.
Mm.
The personal happened?
What the
Mm.
hell was that?
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
what I
oh,
was wondering the same thing.
No, Justin getting nicked.
All right. Skyfly says he loves it. Joel says it's the greatest drone. Here he goes.
Mm.
Heck yeah.
Do any more flying today, Paul?
Yeah, a couple of failures.
Justin, go and stand in the corner.
The drone
It's
is
wet.
not behaving ever since I got it rained on last night. And a controller too. And I don't know. I only have one drone and one controller, so I can't try a different controller with the drone to
Well,
see if it's the
well-
controller or the drone. But
How do you only
Gotta
have one
put it in
controller?
rice.
You had like 3 of those smart
Never
controllers.
mind that. Where have you put the controller and the drone at the moment?
right over there.
Do you have any rice?
That's what I was telling him.
Put it in a bag of rice.
That don't work.
Yes, it does. If you store it in the right place,
Rice is a desiccant. It absorbs water.
still didn't pay, pal. On which one? The Just Giving or GoFundMe? If they're both not working, I haven't got a freaking clue.
Yeah, I know it's turning into a right mess.
How do you not have another smart controller? You had an old one and like 3 of the new ones. What
Well,
happened
I
to all
sold the original black one to
Okay.
to a neighbor, and then I had the one smart controller that I have that I fly the Air 2S with. Then I have the other smart controller as I fly the Flip with, but they're not compatible. You can't use one or the other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Air 2S is the RC, and the Flip is the RC2.
I see two.
Any other
There's
questions,
04
Justin?
versus 03.
Okay, but the Flip is the one that you're flying with. What happened to the
That's the
controller
RC2.
Joe sent you? That's the one you're using with the Air 2S, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you had another one, but that was with the Mini 3 that you got rid of.
Right.
Yeah, that'd be the RC.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. That'd be the
'Cause
RC2.
I was gonna say he had 4 of them at one point.
Yeah.
I had all kinds of drones at one point. I had 5 or 6 drones, you know, like kind of like TJ. TJ collects drones too.
The 2 people I know that have like the most drones is probably most likely it's Adrian second and David's definitely first.
Yeah, David is first. Yeah.
And he got like fucking 3 of everything.
See, I only have
And Marcus Crawford.
Yeah, Marcus Crawford would have a few.
I only have 4 drones.
Oh no, I'll tell you what.
Wait, TJ, you got 4 drones?
Yeah.
Then send
I
one to
have
Paul
all-
Murray.
Yeah,
I
give
have
one to.
the Avata, the Air 2S.
That's the one.
Neo.
No, you can stop. He just wants your Air 2S.
Yeah,
That's fine.
send yours to Paul.
Yeah, I've
No,
only
I
got
guarantee you, David's collection is way bigger than Marcus's. David will buy every version of every one of them drones that come out.
yeah, I've only got 11.
I got two.
I think at one point David said he had like 200 or 300 FPV drones,
Yeah.
just FPV ones.
Yeah.
Well, he likes technology.
Yep, that is correct, Joel. Controller got drained on as well.
Justin, can you do me a favour?
What?
Go on my Go Just Giving link.
In the car.
I'm in
No,
the
you
car.
can't.
He's in the car.
Well, don't do it then.
I'm at the park at the moment. We went to a buffet that had
A buffet
Chinese
at the park.
food and yeah, we went to a buffet and then the kids wanted to go to the park after we were left. So,
Okay.
You went to a
mostly
buffet.
Aubrey wanted to go. The other Thomas didn't really want to go. He's like, I'm 16. I don't want to go to the park. I was like, all right.
What buffet did y'all do?
Meanwhile, he's the one running around the park playing on everything.
What buffet did you guys go to?
It was a the hell was the name of it?
He'd tell you, but he wasn't invited. He just turned up.
But it had
It wasn't
Chinese.
Golden Corral. It wasn't Golden Corral, was it?
no, it was some local place, but they have Chinese food, and then they have like some Louisiana style food,
Yeah.
like they had a crawl
Yeah.
crawdad
TJ, what
boil and a bunch of
TJ,
shit
don't
like
listen to him. What he's not telling you is, right, he heard that somebody was getting married and he turned up at their buffet and he's had the food and now he's liked it.
Yeah.
No, wedding season
And
doesn't
he's
start
at the
for another 2
park pretending to he's been there all day.
weeks. No, wedding season doesn't start for another 2 weeks.
Wait, you have a wedding season?
What?
Well, when you're a wedding crasher, yeah.
What?
I never heard of such a thing.
They're all year round.
A wedding crasher? Those
No,
are
they're
fun.
all-
I don't know, Joel. I don't know.
No, there's certain times of the year that weddings are more frequent than other because it depends on weather and all that stuff.
Interesting thought.
Yeah, I
A
guess
wedding season.
we'll try and get to aim for June.
Yeah, and then like I said, it all depends on where you live and what the weather's like. Certain times of the year, more people will have weddings. More.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah,
We
a
generally
lot more
have them in
people have weddings in
October.
the summer months, but I get married in October. I don't give a fuck.
Well, we got
If it
married
rains,
in
it
October.
rains.
We got married October 27th.
Day before
God. We're getting married on October. Laura, we need to change the wedding date.
Sarah wanted
We
to
need-
do a Halloween wedding, but
We need to change the date of our wedding. Because Justin got married on the 27th.
Are you a little bit spooky? Is that why she wanted to do it on Halloween or what?
No, her great grandparents got married on Halloween.
Yeah.
And
We're
so
doing
she always
it. We're
wanted
doing
to
it
do
on the 28th, so the mother-in-law can fly a broom around.
But I think the year we got married, it was in the middle of the week or something, so she didn't want to do it. So we moved it back a few days.
Did you have a big wedding, Justin, or do you just didn't have a city hall?
No, there was about probably 50, 60 people there.
Mine was March the 28th, which was Easter Sunday that year.
No, because we still don't have our wedding video 18 years later.
Jesus.
I haven't.
Mine is gonna be done online because Laura wants it online for some
Yeah, she's
strange
gonna.
darn reason.
Will she live stream it on TikTok?
Knowing Laura, yeah, we'll all be there with like pig faces and shit like that. You know, all the filters.
You're a
Yeah,
wild
Sarah's uncle did our wedding, and he was kind of like Joe. He was a photographer and did film and stuff, but he took all these pictures in this video and then never sent us the shit. So we never got it, and that was 18 years ago. And she's asked him about it over the years, and apparently he can't find none of this stuff. So I don't know. We got a few pictures that survived that made it on the Facebook that are still on there, but yeah.
We're just trying to edit it. I'm trying to edit it.
But yeah, he never sent us the video or anything, so we don't have nothing from our wedding.
So earlier I downloaded ChatGPT on my phone and just messing around with it to see what I look like as a girl, and this is what
I saw that.
ChatGPT did.
Hey, let me see that again, TJ.
Yeah, I know. That worries me.
Hey, you want to go out on a date or what?
Yeah, I know. That worries me.
A girl with a beard and mustache.
Justin will take any girl.
That's funny.
I'm gonna need you when you're down there, TJ. You can't be laughing like that.
Well, you sure don't want to be between the legs clapping.
TJ looks like that. He's gonna get his cheeks clapped.
Funny.
What I want to know is, TJ, what the hell went through your head to think I'm going to use ChatGPT to see what I look like as a girl?
I don't know. And then I went to see what.
And you did it as a dog.
To see what my wife looked like as a guy, and it looked pretty weird.
Oh, I bet she loves you for that.
Let me see if
go ahead and show that and get yourself in trouble.
I'm looking forward to seeing the slap mark across the face when you go up to your missus and go, "Shall we swap roles tonight?"
I think after I do it, it erases it. It doesn't keep it on there.
You can go to bed with the Luigi hat on.
That's funny.
Where's Princess Penelope?
At least what I'm doing is for charity. It ain't just for fun.
I didn't know ChatGPT. I didn't realize they had an app now.
Yeah, they do.
I know a lot of that stuff is just web based. You have to go through the browser.
Now an app.
I did one where where was the other one? I did one where I asked it what I look like as a dog.
Yeah, I saw that.
Are you actually uploading a picture of you? Or are you just asking it what would you look like?
Yeah, I just did what I would look like.
Yeah, but did you actually give it a picture?
Upload a photo of yourself.
Yeah,
and it will make something for you. That's how I did that action figure.
Here's me as a dog.
Don't see any difference.
I think he had a different shirt on, David.
I want to see what I'd look like as a dragon.
I'm gonna
You
take
went out there.
I'm gonna take the flip down and see if I can't catch this one ship and see how it goes.
Yeah, why
Okay.
not?
Just make sure it's still raining out there.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Yeah.
pretty
Might-
windy.
well-
That's what I'm worried about.
Might as
Yeah.
well rid of your only remaining drone.
Paul,
Why not?
bid my condolences
Only
to
one way to
your
find
flip.
out.
Give condolences to who?
To your flip.
The flip flop.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. I'll be back. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
You'll be all right. Put the A2S in a bag of rice, and you'll only be taking the next 2 years taking little grains of rice out of your A2S.
No, because you don't do it like that. You put your
That's
drone in a pair of socks or a pair of tights if you've got them. He'll have to go and see his neighbour upstairs, his tenant. Yeah. And then you sit it in the rice. Because that stops the rice dust then getting into your drone.
Mm-hmm.
Or your electrical devices, whatever you're putting in there.
Yeah, you need a desiccant.
Oh, dude, these kids are having fun out there in the
And hydrosophil.
water thing out there.
Yeah. If you can find some of that.
Yeah.
They got this big thing built in the park, and it's like the size of an Olympic-sized swimming pool, and it's like a big slip and slide. And they got all these like things that spray water out there, and the kids can run through it.
Oh, like a sprinkler thing.
We've got
Well,
that in the Piccadilly. It's called a fountain.
and it's like it's like the size of an Olympic-sized swimming pool. It's huge, and it's got this floor that's
the
built
fountain-
into the ground.
Yeah. The fountain in the centre of Manchester is like a couple of hundred jets of water that keep spraying straight up out of the floor.
That's what this is, but it's made to be ran through. And then the floor is like really soft and slippery so the kids don't hurt themselves.
No, this isn't.
So they can like run and slide on it and stuff.
Yeah, no, it's stone.
And then they got like all this like different like kid looking sculptures all over it that spray water out and stuff. And then they got like water gun things that the kids can shoot at each other. Like big water cannon things.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you're going to be off work all next week because Aubrey will have a cold.
Over here.
Do what now?
Sitting here.
No, not you. Do what now?
Hmm?
What were you saying, Mark?
I said you'll be off work all next week looking after Aubrey, who will have a cold.
Actually, I have to take the whole
Okay,
the second of the last 2 weeks of school off because Sarah's going to be out of town for 4 days, and I have jury duty that week. So
Where's Sarah going?
she's going to Arkansas, I think, for a wedding. I think it's Arkansas she's going to.
I've done jury twice now, and I only got on one case that only lasted 2 days. So I ended up spending most of the time just sat in the bloody waiting room in the court, not being picked.
Yeah, I've never been selected for jury duty.
Yeah, but you can technically call the day before, and they'll tell you whether you need to come in or not. So you can find out the day before.
Because I got paid for going. You get paid for doing it by them, and I still got paid for work by work.
Jim, if that had happened to me,
Anyway.
the computer would have been sold. Never mind the battery.
Yeah, you know how much it is? You get paid a day.
Yeah, it's not very much, is it?
It's like $15, and then if you extend past, I think they said 4 days, and then it goes up to $30 a day.
How do you get selected for jury duty? Is it like a big?
It's when you register to vote, then they put you in the jury pool.
Yeah.
So if you're not registered, you're never going to get called. which tells me TJ didn't vote.
Well, I did vote, but I just
Okay.
didn't. Yeah, I
No,
did
you
vote.
didn't. You just went for the stickers.
Yeah, that's what I did. That's what I
He
did.
just walked in there and
No.
went, "Can I have them?"
Can I have some stickers,
No.
please?
If you're
And they was
registered
like,
to,
"Just take the stickers and get out."
yeah, if you're registered to vote though, you can get called at any time. So
Yeah.
and you have to either call the day before and find out whether you're going, or you have to show up that day, because if not, you can be held in contempt of court and
Yeah.
you can get a bunch of fines.
There you
for not
go.
showing up.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to show up. It's not optional. Oh, you don't need to.
So
'Cause you'll get a letter in the mail.
For tomorrow.
yeah, there's obviously a number at the bottom of the page where it tells you to call and ask.
Yeah,
so you can-
it's a number to the courthouse,
On Sunday, April
and then you
25th.
call it, and then you have a reference number that is assigned to you. You give them that number, and then they tell you whether they need you to come in or not. But you have to call the day before. If not, if you don't call, you just have to show up the day of. But if you don't show up, then you'll get in trouble. So
Yeah.
all you gotta do is
I've never been selected, but
like if you're a first responder, you can easily get out of it. You just show up in your uniform. If not, you just
Yeah,
say
like,
some
hey, I
crazy
gotta work.
wacko shit, and they'll kick you out of the courtroom.
wait, if you do what? Just do some wacky shit, they'll kick you out.
Like if they ask you, what would you do if we had to convict this person of a traffic violation? You'd be like, hang them. They'll be like, all right, get out.
To paint them is what you said?
No, hang them.
Oh, hang them. Oh.
You see, you'll find the nearest tree and string them up.
Yeah.
Find the nearest tree. That's funny.
Or if you know the person, you automatically get dismissed. If you have any
Yeah.
kind of relationship with the person because of a conflict of interest. Now, my dad used to get out of it all the time, though. He'd just go up in his uniform and they'd tell him, go ahead and go. And he just got dismissed every time he had to go. Like if you're a cop or a firefighter or a paramedic or like a nurse, anything like that, somebody that's got like a real important job, a lot of times if you show up in your uniform, they'll just tell you to leave.
When your bird doesn't want you to sit on the sofa with them. Both seats are occupied.
Yeah,
Both seats are
I've got a
occupied.
cat that does that.
I would just show up in my Walgreens uniform, like, yeah, I work for Walgreens. I'm free to go.
Yeah, that's
That'll
enough.
work.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I'm selling life-saving Band-Aids every day.
I'm talking Band-Aids every day.
I gotta make sure people have their diabetes strips.
Yeah. Make sure people have their Depends.
Yeah. And don't forget the alcoholic medicinal methods.
Yeah.
And the people with the smoking fix.
People need their cigarettes, even though I don't want to sell it to them and try to save their lives.
Okay, I could totally see TJ just cracking up laughing in the middle of a court case. Did you do that? Did you murder that lady? No, I just murdered some ass.
Yeah. I didn't kill her. The gun just went off. TJ clapping his hands. That's
Bang.
funny.
That's funny. There was a little flag that came out of the gun. It said bang.
Are they ready to go or what?
Tell her she's got to sit in the boot on a plastic sheet if she's all wet.
I just heard Aubrey tell you to F off.
Yeah, and then on the way home, you get pulled by the police, and they say, "Do you mind opening the boot? Why have you got this young girl wrapped in a plastic sheet in your boot? Well, she's been lying on the water slide. There's no way in hell she's getting my car seats wet."
Yeah.
That's why I put towels. That's why I put towels down or whatever.
Yeah, so Sarah thinks that her cousin might have, done something bad to himself. You get what I'm saying?
Unpersoned himself.
Uh-huh.
Because I guess he had just broke up with his girlfriend and stuff. So that she thinks that's what it was, but her aunt hasn't really confirmed it. So
Mm.
Wait.
I thought he was in his 20s, but he was actually 33. I thought he was a little younger than that.
Wait, what happened now? I'm confused.
Sarah's
now.
cousin died yesterday.
Oh.
Sarah was real close with her cousin. I didn't really talk to him much, but she was.
And my cousin
How
died.
did her cousin pass away?
We don't know if
Lack
for
of
sure.
oxygen.
Oh.
Yeah. I just did. My cousin passed away overnight.
Did he?
Yeah.
She died of a rare blood cancer that she'd been suffering for a few years with.
So where's the funeral at?
Well, they live somewhere in Sussex.
Jesus.
Sussex. That's Ipswich, isn't it? That area.
Sussex? I don't know.
Or is that Suffolk?
No, that's Suffolk, because you've got Norfolk and
Suffolk, Sussex, close
Yeah.
enough.
Sussex is next to Essex.
Don't think it is.
I thought it was.
Hertfordshire
around
next
the
to us. No, it's right on the coast.
Yeah, Chichester's in it, I think.
Yeah, but when me and Laura were talking about Chichester, we're talking about the hotel.
I think
But you're south of London. You're south.
in Brighton in Sussex.
I don't know. I think so. Worthing,
You don't know
Clodagh
your area?
Regis.
I don't know. My uncle lives on the Sussex Downs.
No, Brighton's next to Sussex.
Right. Well, my uncle lives on the Sussex Downs, and his daughter doesn't live far away from him.
Yeah, so you're talking like Crawley and that sort of area. It's southeast of London.
All right, guys. I'm gonna jump off. I'll be back on in about 20 minutes.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna get back to the house. All right. I'll talk to y'all in a little bit.
It's all right. I'm arguing with this guy from Just Giving. They're just as bad as GoFundMe. Right, he's going to make a test donation.
Of a penny.
Probably. He's not getting it back. I suppose they can just take it back, can't they?
Don't know.
Right, he's confirmed that PayPal is definitely working on Just Giving, so that's good. Just wait for the email now.
Yeah, but just
Yeah,
tell
which
him.
I got.
Okay, yeah, PayPal might be working in the UK, but it doesn't seem to be working in the US.
He's in the US.
All right.
Okay, that ends that. That ends that argument.
Yeah, that fucks that.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I tried that argument with him at the start.
puts paid to that one.
Oh,
What?
he put 200 quid in and then took 200 quid back.
No,
You miserable bastard! You could have left it.
yeah, no.
Boink. Oh no. Huh.
Do I want to say thank you for the donation? No, he fucking took it back.
Did I tell you I spoke to the gas board yesterday about me electric?
I want to spoke to him, but go on. What did they say?
Well, I said to him, I says, when are you going to put me on this direct debit? I'm supposed to be on a direct debit on both of my gas and electric. I says, but you switched my gas over, but you didn't switch my electric over. And I've been on a zero balance pay as you go since then. And I'm not supposed to be. I'm supposed to be on direct debit. So she said, they looked into it and he says, yeah, it would appear that we didn't do it. So they'll be getting in touch with you in a couple of days and swapping it over to a direct debit. And we'll be offering you some compensation for the inconvenience. I thought, oh, great. I've had a year's free electric and they're going to pay me for it.
Yeah, don't count on that.
And that's cool, like flying your drone when it's snowy and all white and pretty outside. It's pretty nice.
What
All
a
right, not
dimwit.
everybody talk at once now.
No,
What
we
an
won't.
absolute dimwit.
Oh, what?
Well, I had to give him my PayPal details to prove I had PayPal. It's like, well, it ain't even coming to me, so it don't really fucking matter. Yeah. And apparently he's refunded it back to my PayPal. And now he wants me to transfer it in back.
Oh, is that what you were flying, Joel? A Potensic drone? I thought they I didn't know they made. I thought they just had those little ones like the one that I have. I didn't know they had like bigger ones, or maybe I don't know. I've just never seen. I don't know.
Tell him what donation. It's supposed to go direct to the charity.
Oh, fucking know. He's fucking around. It's not on my PayPal, so I don't know where it's gone. Check my bank account in 5 days.
I don't know, Jim. If you woke up to that every morning, I bet like after a while you'd probably get sick of it and be like, man, I'm ready for this shit to go away. But I don't know. I don't know.
No, I
Maybe you'd
couldn't.
like it to stick around. Maybe you'd like it to. I don't know. It just depends, I guess. I mean, snow, I like snow myself because it's, it like you wake up to it and you open your window, it's like your eyes get really white and wide, and it's like, whoa, look at all that whiteness out there.
In, baby.
But then I guess after a while, it's like, man, I'm ready for this stuff to go away.
Hmm.
TJ, since when was the last time you had snow in Florida?
Well, when I used to live in Georgia, we had snow
Okay.
once in a while. That'd be funny if I woke up one day and the temperatures all of a sudden just dropped dramatically and there was snow on the ground. Actually, it does snow in different parts of Florida actually, because Scott lives in the northern part of Florida, and then
That'd be up near
um
Tallahassee, wouldn't it?
yeah, and then who's the other guy? Who's the other guy? Scott, and then shit, I forgot what the other guy's name is, but yeah, it snows up in the northern parts of Florida.
I guess that's getting closer to New York, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe was taking his daughter for that interview or something. Must be lasting a long time. Unless he's not feeling well and he's gone to bed.
Yeah, it's really cool when there's snow on the trees, and and you're walking through the forest and you hear the snow falling in the forest. It's kind of a nice and peaceful sound.
Yeah, snow doesn't make a noise, TJ, so it would be very peaceful.
Yeah.
No, it does make a noise if you step on it.
Mm,
It crunches under your foot.
it makes a noise when you throw it in a snowball.
Mm.
It actually makes a noise when it comes down if you listen.
Or if you make a snowball, like a little snowball, and then roll it down a hill, it's a big snowball effect.
The last time I sent snow down a hill was when I made a fucking giant snowman twice my size,
Oh
Yeah.
wow!
stuck it on a sledge, and then sent it down the hill.
Oh wow!
Funny enough, that's what the car said when it hit it. Oh wow! Because it went down the hill, hit the pavement sort of thing, and sort of curved and went into the road. Me, Laura, and her niece had to run away. We got lucky there was other people in the park. Otherwise, our footprints would have just led them back to our house.
Yeah.
And you lost your sledge.
Well, there weren't much left of the sledge anyway after it hit the curb.
Mm.
Oh, that's interesting, Joel.
The worst acres to have is when you've got 2 acres between
Mm.
your legs. For fuck's sake, these bloody birds tonight. Rui. Shut up, TJ.
Crap, David.
Paul's
What's
back.
What's Laura doing?
Keeping out my fucking way.
Getting
Okay.
out of your fucking way.
Dodge TJ, it's been one of them days.
Okay.
I
We'll just wait
I
for what
even
Paul has
bought
to say.
he even bought an Easter egg, a Cadbury's cream egg one. Yeah. And he said on the box, 1 Cadbury's cream egg. I was like, cool. Yeah. When I bit into the cream egg, there was no goo inside. Like, what the fuck? It's
Mm.
a chocolate. Wankers. How'd it go, Paul?
I learned one thing. The flip can't handle any kind of wind in the river.
But
can.
did you get it back?
No.
You lost it?
Yep. No, I didn't. I didn't lose
Oh,
it.
that's all right. Just as long as
No.
you got it back, that's a good start.
Notice everybody stopped then. We're all feeling bad for Paul.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, Paul, we'll never believe you again after that one. Never. Oh, dear.
Well, the thing of it is all of a sudden I got a low battery warning and it would hardly move. And it says landing. I says, no other way. No, you're not landing.
Hit cancel.
So I canceled it. So then I tried to, because I was downstream so far that I wasn't near a parking lot. So I had to work my way up so that I can land in the grass just where the parking area is.
Mm. Yeah.
Oh,
Drama.
man. So I'm loading it now. I'll show you guys what I get. but the wind was a whipping, that's for sure. And it was cold down there. It says it's 45, but it felt like 35 down there.
Mm.
What's popped up on my computer? Canon Quick Print.
So you
Yeah.
guys been keeping busy while I was gone or what?
Oh, definitely.
Oh yes.
Everybody was talking at one time. I couldn't make out one thing anybody said.
If you shut up and let us get a word in, TJ, it'd have been fine.
I know. I noticed you guys ran Justin off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we didn't
We
run
did.
him off. We just banned him.
Well, knowing Justin, he probably had it coming, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he said he'd be back on in 20. Half an hour
Which was
ago.
about 20 minutes ago.
He was just bringing the kids home from the park.
Mm.
Okay, here I'm going to screen share. Are you ready?
Yep, we're
Let's
ready.
go. Let's go.
Can you see it? All right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
You want me to make it full size, or is that good?
No, that's
That's
good.
good. But that's good right there.
Oh, good.
There's see, you can see the winds coming out of
Yeah.
off the lake,
Yeah.
and I can hardly get up there.
Oh, but you finally made it through though.
I think he was just waiting for it to arrive.
Yeah, it looks like the flip handles pretty well.
The camera does, but the drone doesn't.
Have you got a flip, TJ?
No, I don't
Get
have a
yourself
flip.
one.
Yeah. Do you want to swap one for an Air2S? And also,
Yeah,
you want to swap you?
Swap Paul with an Air2S for the flip.
I know.
Okay, so there
yeah.
I'm going downstream. Look how slow it's going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ship is going faster than you.
And I can't hardly get around in front of it.
Yeah.
So I ended up all way over on the Canadian side. Look at here.
Yeah, you're in Canada.
So that's what the sign was
Oh.
for.
Oh.
Yeah, we can see where you started to have trouble.
And that's where it says, get your ass home, you know? That's
Yeah.
only 6
it's
minutes
got
and
some-
30 seconds on the battery.
The flip's got some
Jesus.
distance on it though.
Right, you just made it.
Here's where I landed, right over here.
Tom's got a DJI flip. He had it with him at the meetup.
Well, TJ, we know somebody's got a good deal on a flip. He'll swap you for an
Yeah.
Air2S.
Yeah.
As long as your Air2S is waterproof.
Oh, he landed it right in the grass.
Yep. Boom.
So
Bang.
you had to walk over and get it.
Yep. Well, I had to drive.
Oh yeah.
No, TJ
That's the
didn't
other
walk.
side
He
of the
got
park.
he got a fishing rod and he cast it out and he couldn't hold it in.
Oh yeah. So
So that was a total fiasco.
It was a Charlie Foxtrot.
Well,
Well-
they did you see at the end there where all of a sudden let me see if I can bring it up again.
At least you got one last video, Paul.
Okay, let me go screen share again.
He's back.
Sorry, traffic, people for sakes.
I think we should pack it in.
Okay, here, we'll watch.
Like you're down at 7 and 8, 30 minutes to the Black River.
Now I didn't do this with the camera. Whoa.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. Kind of tilted there a little bit.
Yeah.
I saw that the first time. I was like, oh.
Yeah, but that could have been the point where it was like, oh shit, battery dead.
Yeah, it's time to go.
It usually does that when it has to tilt more to hold its position in the wind when the wind gusts stronger.
The wind blew the gimbal.
Mm.
Yeah. And
Well,
I couldn't get around the ship because it just
the wind starts to blow the drone. So for the drone to hold its position, it tilts more. And sometimes if it tilts over a certain amount, the gimbal comes up to avoid hitting the frame.
So the wind was just too much for it, huh?
way too
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah, just cut whatever little portions out of the video. You don't need the full spin around. As long as you get a good shot of it.
Well, Paul, you're gonna have to get yourself a sock, and you're gonna have to tie 4 pieces of string to it, and then tie it to a stick, and stick it in your garden. When the socks fly in high, you know it's windy. Yeah,
Because
there you go.
if I was doing ship videos, all of
You
mine
always
were-
did shit videos.
all right, shut the fuck up. Anyway. No, I'm just saying, if I was doing videos like that, I would actually be cutting and transitioning each one differently.
Just stand there.
Well, that's what I usually do, but that was a big ship and I wanted to catch it and I couldn't get past it.
You don't put transitions in your videos; you just do straight orbits, don't you?
Oh no, I do. I don't use transitions, but what I do is I speed them up, slow them down, speed them up, slow them down. You know.
The speed ramp.
No, I'm saying the way I would do them if I was doing this is just me. I'm not telling you to do your
You
videos.
see, see what Skyfly said?
Is
Pretty
I'd be like,
impressive for a Neo.
I'd be getting a shot of the front of it, and then it would transition, and I'd be behind the ship, and then maybe transition to the side. Or you even transition into like a set of photos.
Yep, wasn't good. So I think I'm done. I'm done flying for a while, even if because I can't afford to do much anything.
How do you know that?
How much does the flip sell for?
$6.99.
And
Well,
how
what's
much is an
wrong-
R2S?
Just a drone by itself, you'd probably be looking at 700 and something.
$700,
Wow.
$800.
That's just for a replacement drone with no battery, nothing.
No batteries,
Yeah.
no nothing.
Well, he's got batteries.
Oh yeah, I've
Does
Yeah,
it-
but they
yeah.
might be.
He's got
They
a
might
drone
be
that.
wet.
Yeah, but not all of them, just the one.
And that's even if anybody has them in stock right now.
Well, you notice if you go and you look on eBay, they're selling last one. Get it now, last one, and it says it's in China.
Well, the thing is you can't really go by what eBay sellers are selling stuff for because they're going to use the tariffs to hike prices up when they didn't have to pay any of that anyway.
Yeah.
You know, they already had the shit stateside. They're just trying to jack the price up as an excuse because they got the tariffs. Retailers are going to keep the same prices until they run out of stock. They're
Well,
not going to just
what's
jack
another
prices
what's
up
another
like that.
link where you can see what the stuff costs for sale?
You go to eBay or
BJ, keep
Well,
up with
if
the
you just-
conversation.
or go
Just-
go to you can go to Facebook
No,
Marketplace.
no. Go to Google if you're looking to buy something new. Put into Google what you're looking for, and then all the stores will pop up underneath the search bar.
Okay.
And they'll have all their prices listed. I'll show you like Walmart,
because
eBay, Amazon.
I can't sign into Facebook, and I can't hardly sign into YouTube. I can just barely.
But see, eBay sellers, they can sell shit at whatever prices they want. Amazon, I believe Amazon and Walmart, like they can't price gouge people for crazy amounts. Like they have to kind of sell it for retail price, whatever the MSRP originally was on it. There has to be, I think there has to be certain conditions where they can hike the price way up. But like I said, the only places they're going to still be selling the drones at their normal prices will be the big retailers. They're not going to just jump the prices up. They're just going to sell them as they were selling them until the stock's gone. And then if they happen to get more and they have to pay those tariffs, then you're going to see the price jump way up. The third will do whatever the fuck they want to do, especially on eBay. They can ask for the price they want. Uh, Everybody being quiet or what?
Yeah,
Well,
but
they were
I'm just
waiting for you to come
replying.
back.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's being quiet apart from that little fucker behind me. So excuse me one moment. Shut up!
Damn
No,
bird.
Al, he
She's
didn't
right
lose
next
the
to
drone,
you.
It just got wet.
Look, 2 millimeters.
Do they ever get right in your ear, David? Just go,
What do you think?
Dude, they'll
He
be on his
sat-
fucking microphone doing that shit sometimes when he's playing.
Yeah. He's trying to woo Star, the only female bird we've got. But she's on the same perch as him, right next to him, and he's trying to do that woof whistling thing.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like trying to ignore it, and I'm like, I'm a meter away, and I can't ignore it. So, the fuck? If you went up to a woman and started going down her ear, you think it'll work? You think you'll pull her, or do you reckon you're going to slap?
Have you noticed all of these drones are in California?
Mm.
Yeah, well, that's where one of the DJI stores is. So that's probably all.
Wait up. Paul,
Yeah.
There's a reason why they're all in California. You're fucking searching in California.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. I can see it.
Yeah,
San
you're
Francisco,
yeah.
California. No. Go back to where it says San Francisco, California. Up.
up at the top.
No. Cross bit. Down.
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 Oh,
There.
he
There.
does
Yeah,
that
there.
Up.
Up.
There. Click
Yeah.
that.
No, doesn't that? Yeah.
Yeah, and change it to your
Then just-
location.
Put your location in. Up there. And then just type, Port Huron.
There you go. Port Huron, Michigan.
And then apply.
And then
And
apply.
then hit apply.
Ow.
Won't let you. Okay.
It wants me to sign in and I can't sign in.
That's why it's just default.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's California. That's why it's California then.
Well, unfortunately, yeah, I think you're going to have to bite the bullet, Paul, and set up a new Facebook.
I can't
All right, just click out of that.
Why can't you?
because it won't let you set up a new Facebook account because it already tracks who you are.
No, it will let you sign up a new Facebook
No,
account.
it won't. It
If
won't.
you've got a different email address,
Just
Yeah,
sign
yeah.
up a new email address. Go to Google, set up a new email address.
Oh God.
And how the hell am I going to remember that shit?
You write it down as you're going along, right? And if you need customer support, Justin's available.
Shut up.
Justin said any time of the day, 2 in the morning, he'll answer.
Let me see here.
No, you can't mute me, so shaha.
Uh-huh.
Take you stupid bird. And that.
Fuck. Yeah, because you're not going to be able to use Marketplace unless you're logged in.
Yeah, but as I say, just if you don't use Google already, sign up a new Google account. Sign into Facebook with that Google account. Create a new account. Don't go over the top on your first day because that's when they start restricting you. Got any armpits there, TJ?
I'm seeing if I still, because I sprayed cologne on myself earlier this morning. I'm making sure it
No,
still smells good.
I thought you were smelling your armpits.
No, I was smelling like right. Like
Yeah. You'll tell us to anything, won't you? You're smelling underneath. But, ooh,
This
B.O. Ooh, yeah. The musk of the hard-working man.
The smell of musk.
This guy's selling a $1,000 computer in Lakeland. It's got a 4070 Ti, 64 gigs of DDR5, but then it's got the Intel 13th gen in it. Nope. You fucking knocked $500 off. I might buy it. I'm not buying it with that fucking piece of shit in there.
Wait, you got $1,000 or even $500?
I'm just saying, I'm saying if I was gonna buy it, I definitely wouldn't. Not with that fucking shit ass chip in it, because those are one of the ones that have been known to be failing and corroding real bad. It's the 13th and 14th Gen i9s.
Where did Brenda go? Not seen her in the chat for a while. Oh, there she is. There she is. Hello, Al. There you go. Hi,
So
Al.
that's about a $2,000 computer, but that's probably why he's selling it for $1,000. I bet you that. I almost bet you that CPU is no good.
Yeah. It's like a lot of people selling the a lot of the 3090 GPUs at the moment. Yeah, there's a reason why they're having a problem with them. They've all been used in mining rigs.
3050s you want to stay away from too. They're horrible. Those are the ones that keep failing after about a year of use.
Yeah, they're all shite anyway. If my computer my graphics card goes, I'm going back down the AMD route. Screwing NVIDIA.
The what?
Sunstar, Brenda's still here.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I'm going down the NVIDIA route. No, not the NVIDIA route, AMD.
There's an Air 2S Flymore kit on eBay for $800. Not bad.
We don't have $800.
No, I was just looking. Somebody's selling the Air 2S, just a drone, for $683, which is about.
Well,
the
that's
right
here's the
price.
sad part. I don't know. Is it just the drone that's fucked up, or is the drone?
It is more.
and
No.
the digital-
No. Right.
And
Have you switched the controller on?
Yeah, I switch it on. Yeah,
Right. And does the controller work? As in, does it power up?
it powers up.
Then there's nothing wrong with the controller. It will be the drone. There'll be water in like the motors or something, or in the receivers or something.
Well, the motors, like we were talking earlier this morning,
Have
The
you swapped the
motors-
battery over?
the motors won't get damaged from water. It's the control board inside the drone.
Yeah.
Because the motors can actually be dunked in water and they'll be fine. They
Yeah.
they won't get ruined by that.
Will the real Slim Shady?
Let it dry out for a couple of months and see what happens.
Don't even need a couple of months. To be honest, what he's better off doing, he's getting it, yeah, taking the battery out, and then getting some paper towels on a table, cover the table in the paper towels, and flick the drone. And if any water comes out, you're done for. Unless you're going to dry it out with rice.
Joe was
Yeah,
talking
but-
about stop buying the Air 2S, get the Mavic 3.
Yeah,
but there's so
get a
many.
get a Mavic 4.
Yeah, but the thing
Yeah.
is there's so many components in that drone
Well,
that
David,
could
the
corrode from water.
problem with the controller, the reason I think I got a controller issue too, is the right stick doesn't work. When you go right stick in order to move it that way.
Well,
it
that doesn't
work.
mean that's a controller. That could be the drone not responding to that.
Yeah. It's more likely to be the drone. Because that will be what got wet the most.
But since the Flip uses the new controller, can he test the old controller on the Flip?
No.
No, they're not
Okay, so-
compatible.
Okay.
One-
I'm gonna go out in
103,
the backyard
104.
and fly it, see if it flies.
Yeah, and if it doesn't, go and put the
Oh.
controller
Well, hold on.
And
Turn your
so-
security camera on first.
in your
Yeah,
bed.
Uh,
Oh, he can't. He's having problems with the security cameras this morning.
Oh, for fuck's sake! I swear to God.
he's having a worse day than me.
He's having a head.
I'm sorry, but
what is
Wait,
putting a
he
dr-
flew-
what's
no.
the-
Shut up a minute, TJ. Right? He flew the Flip, right, which he knows doesn't handle wind. Look at them fucking flags behind on that monitor screen.
yeah.
Well, hold
It's
on.
like a
Hold on.
hurricane out there.
Hold on. Why would you put it in the
Off wind.
freezer? Wouldn't that freeze
That's
the
what
water
I'm
inside of it?
wondering. That's what I'm wondering.
Hell,
Did he-
do not put it in the freezer. You've got to
No.
put it in rice in a warm location, not
Go
too
and put
warm.
The basement where his boiler is.
As long as it's not too warm, otherwise it'll condensate.
I just put a blow dryer to it. It'll be all right.
Condense.
No diet, not that. No, why don't we just put it in the oven?
Yeah, that works.
Put it in the oven, gas mark 20.
Yeah,
Microwave it.
Actually, you can't put them in microwaves. It actually says on the box, "Do not microwave this product."
yeah.
I don't know why it says "Do not microwave a fucking drone," but it does.
Yeah, I'll just go and get the packaging and it probably says it in the bottom corner.
It definitely does over here. It says "Do not microwave." There you go. It says that. It says that on all
Does it actually say that on the
batteries as
drone, do
well.
not microwave?
Yeah, it says that on all our battery packs as well. It says do not microwave.
Huh.
Well, and that's why I say if you're somebody that tinkers with a lot of electronics, you do like I do, and you get a small to medium size ice chest, and you fill that bitch full of those moisture packets.
Good.
Yeah, silica
Yeah,
gel.
you fill. I got a whole thing that had like fucking. It was thousands of them in there. I went on Amazon and bought bags and bags of them. I spent like $25, and they sent me like I don't even know how many it was. It was like 5 or 10,000 of them,
Oh wow.
and I just filled the whole fucking thing up. It was half full, so I could just take something and just bury it in there, and just leave it in there for a few days, and then you would actually see the silicone packs around it that actually would suck the moisture out, because you would see that they were different. Like they would get like a little off color to them.
Do you still have the little silicone packet thing?
I don't have it anymore because they just got used so much. I've now emptied it. But like I said, you can go on Amazon and buy bags of those things with thousands of them in it for not very much. And they even have ones that are like the size of a book, like big, huge, gigantic ones, and you get like 6 or 7 of them. Or
I am just
like
waiting
4
for
or
that
6.
drone to hit that ship.
Yeah, let me
Why? He's in his garden.
Yeah, but he's not far from the river.
Yeah, that's when the drone takes
The
off.
other thing you
outside.
can use is cat litter.
Yeah, like I said, as long as you put it in socks or tights, then then you can put it in cat litter or rice or silica, or just put it in a plastic tub next to your dehumidifier.
Yeah, see, like right here, you can get 50 of the small ones, or you can get like these
Yeah.
big, gigantic ass ones. These are like the size of your hand. There's 100 for $6. I bought like it was like $25 or $30 worth of them, but I bought bags of I think they were 200, and I got them for like I think 5 or 6 at the time.
Wait, go back up. Wait, what have you searched here?
The silicone packs.
Yeah. So why the fuck is it giving you cake trays?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it said silicon.
Yeah, it's made out of
No,
silicone.
they were silicon baked trays, so
Yeah.
it's looking for the word
Well,
silicon.
what? No, it's not
What?
silicone.
Silicone.
No, it's silica.
Silicone.
Silicone.
No,
Silicon pack.
Silica. You put
not
silicone.
I
That's
said
pretty
silicone
good.
packs.
You put
Yeah,
silicone in the
Type in
search.
silicone.
Yeah, I did, but whatever. But anyway,
It knew what
That's
you
funny.
meant.
these ones are like the size of.
It might explain a few things why you got cake trays.
They're a little bit
Yeah.
bigger, but man, you could buy like 10 or 15 of those
Kilo
and
of
put
it.
them in there.
By 2 pound of it.
You can recharge them. Well, I won't be recommending recharging anything in the microwave.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm writing off to all the egg companies over here to tell them to put on the boxes "Do not microwave" after Laura's incident. Never forget that day when she blew the microwave up with eggs.
That link don't work. Whenever you were trying to show in there, Al, that link's not working. You might have shortened it a little bit too much. Because Amazon's links are like 15 fucking paragraphs, and you got to shorten it down to what, like 300 characters or 200.
You can recharge your battery in the
I'm not
microwave,
disputing that
Bruno?
you can't charge up your battery in a microwave. I'm just saying I wouldn't be doing it.
For fuck's sake, TJ, no. Don't ever do that.
That's funny.
Here lies TJ Alexander. And over there, and over there, and over there.
Yeah, you got to remember, this is TJ that tried to make spike boulder backwards whilst having loads of flammable liquids and cans next to the cooker.
Oh yeah, that was pretty funny, man. I need to find that stream. I need to watch that shit.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, good luck.
We forgot you'll mention it too.
Right, how
it
did it go,
Happens.
Paul?
No, didn't work.
It wouldn't even take off.
Oh, it took off. But it won't go left or right.
Okay.
Huh.
So the problem is you can't really diagnose it because you don't have another controller or a drone to test it. So I wouldn't think it would be the controller. I think the drone's just not receiving that information. Tell it to go that way. But we
Yes.
don't know though because you can't.
This doesn't work.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is it might not be the controller. It could be the drone.
Paul, do you have
not
any kitchen roll?
receiving the commands for that?
Any what?
Kitchen roll.
The fuck is kitchen roll?
Kitchen towel. White paper towel.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Just put a line of it down on a table and shake the controller at it. And if any water comes out, then there's water inside it.
No, it
Or
doesn't.
try-
I did that already.
what about the drone? If
And
you
do that
lightly-
with the drone.
just like lightly tap, like leave the lens.
You
cover
don't
on,
tap it, you
obviously.
just shake it. Just give it a little flick. And if you get
But just
water
be-
on the paper towel, then you know.
Just be careful with the gimbal though. Don't sling it
Yeah.
too hard.
Gimbal it.
Yeah.
Put the guard
Kind of
on.
like just lightly tap it on the paper towel.
Well, actually, if he puts the guard on and then like does the gimbal downwards, where it's all open right there, he'll be able to see the water on the gimbal cover on the inside.
Yeah.
There's no water in it.
Take the battery. Is a battery in there? Do you have a battery in it? Take the battery out and then do it.
You see any water in the battery compartment?
Nope.
Paul, is your boiler on in the basement?
I was
Yeah.
gonna tell you to turn your security camera on so we can see.
Go and put the drone and the remote in your basement for a couple of days and let them dry out.
Well, it's been over here drying out, and it's not. There isn't any moisture anywhere to be seen. The camera seems to work right, but
Yeah, but moisture
it doesn't fly right.
doesn't get seen all the time. If it's on the circuit board, then you won't be able to see it because it's inside the drone.
Well, what I probably need to do is to send it back to DJI, right?
Yeah.
Do you
Say
have
what
K
happened.
refresh on it?
No, it's got way too many hours on it.
Honestly, I don't know. Well, yeah, I guess you could send it back to the California store, but I don't know how that's all working at the moment.
Texas is the place I usually send my DJIs to.
But you got to contact them first and see if anything's changed since the whole
What's that one?
trade war's been going on.
Fiasco.
There's another drone repair shop somewhere, but I forgot where it was because I see it sometimes on Facebook.
You got Drone Nerds, you got Drone Works. There's a
I
bunch
actually
of them.
thought you were going to say then, TJ, you see it on the way to work.
Well, they sell, but do they repair as well?
Yes.
Well, then there's a lot of shit too that they say, oh, we can't repair, and then they just end up sending it to DJI.
Drone Works is condone.
That's dope.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not too
Canon,
rough,
no.
Paul.
But there's only two official
not too rough. You'll break it.
DJI repair places like
Well, it's hard to break something that's
that
already
are owned by
broken.
them, and that's Texas and California.
Yeah.
All the rest of them are just third party that have contracts with them.
Like I said, just leave it to dry out for a few more days, see what happens.
There's
Yeah, we'll come back. We'll come back next week.
There's Dale over in Seattle.
Mm,
Yeah, those are just like approved retailers and
yeah.
shit
And
like
this
that.
piece of junk.
I think done Lance
What's
know
that?
Dale?
Oh, that's your
Yeah,
flip.
Lance knows him.
There's nothing wrong with this. Just you live in a windy ass area.
Yep, it's not designed for that. Because I went and looked at the flip, and it's supposed to be able to handle 26-mile-an-hour winds.
Mhm.
Yeah, but the problem with like wind,
There you go. Skyfly said there's probably moisture in the sticks on the
Could be,
controller.
yeah.
So that again is you tip it upside down and put it to dry.
Well,
Yeah.
and
Stick is just a potentiometer, a variable
Yeah.
resistance. So yeah,
Just leave it in a place where it can dehumidify for a couple of days and see what happens.
Justin, can you borrow your head?
I don't have
Yeah,
that
hair
kind of
dryer.
patience, Dominic.
well, either way, if you send it to DJI, you're going to be sitting around waiting a few days. So
Yeah, but I'm not going to
Actually-
send it to DJI. I don't have the money. So
then go put it in your basement near the boiler for a few days.
I don't have
Yeah,
a
just
boiler.
get some of those desiccant beads. That'll work.
What?
Read what Al said. There are desiccant beads, which is the silica beads that you get in those things. You put it on that. You sit it like
Maybe I
that,
should
and it
have
will suck
said
the moisture
furnace
out.
rather than boiler, as far as you're concerned.
Yeah, the furnace.
Go and put it in the same room as your furnace. Leave it there for a few days.
Well, the furnace has
Exactly.
there's no heat down there in the basement.
Not necessarily. You don't need
It's
heat.
it goes up and through the walls.
it's all
Yeah, but
ducted.
it's still there's still
It's
movement
ducted.
of air in the whole area.
There's no going around.
Okay.
It's an all enclosed system that's ducted. That's what he's trying to say.
Yes.
Is it gas?
Yes.
Right. So there's no need to open the door for anything.
Target traffic centers, people for sites.
I don't think I personally I think it's just I screwed it up and it's not going to come back.
No, it will, because it's fresh water. So when it
So
disappears,
it's not corrosive.
Yeah. And
it's
the
not
next question
salt
is,
water, so it won't leave a residue or anything.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
maybe the rain isn't the issue. Maybe it just finally gave up the ghost. I've got so many hours on it, you know.
now,
What happened to your
maybe
backup Air 2S?
I got
It's older.
1,800 hours on this drone.
the man.
You sold the
have you got a
backup one
window?
yet?
What's that?
What happened to the backup Air 2S you had?
I got rid of that, sold it.
Oh shit!
Right.
whole point of
Next
buying
question,
that.
Paul. Right. It's pretty. The weather's warming up. Right. Go and put it in the window where the sun shines.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You'll get a bit of heat there. Either
mean,
that
if
or
it's-
just put it where the warmest place is that you can. Just leave it a few days.
Find the warmest place and leave it there.
Well, if it's cold up there still, then he's got a heat on in his house. I mean,
Yeah, the heat's on in here. It's 75 degrees in the
Oh.
house.
We'll put it near the
Oh.
radiator then.
just let it sit. Find, like they said, just find a warm spot for it and let it sit. Stretch the arms out, get it all set out. Take the gimbal cover off and just let it sit open.
Yeah. Drone sits the right way up and the controller sits upside down.
Anyway, that's what's
Yeah.
going on here.
They'll put it in the crisper in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
No.
Why? That will actually take moisture out. What it's designed
It
for.
does, but once you take it out, it draws moisture
It draws
in.
moisture back in again because it's damp.
And it draws more moisture in, and therefore you cause because it's a different type of water. That's where you start having your corrosion problems.
Causes condensation.
Yes.
Condensation.
Yeah, dry the battery next to it, not in it.
Yeah, don't put the battery near the heat. Jesus.
And just make sure you take everything off of it so it can be exposed as much as possible. Gimbal cover, battery, leave all that shit out.
You even take the props off.
Don't go too far. I don't want the stream where we're putting them back on.
No, they what's it?
That's actually the easiest thing to do on those things.
They're quick release ones.
Yeah, they're real
Mm.
easy to do.
They're just
that's
like
what I
little.
like.
It's like a little spring inside there.
You
The
put
ones
you
that are
push
pain in
down
the-
and then spin.
The ones that
Yeah.
are pain in the ass was the Mini 1 and Mini 2 were a
Yeah.
pain in the.
That's what I enjoy.
Oh, they didn't use the quick release on the Mini 3s or 4s?
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
No.
No, not on
No.
the Mini 4, sorry. Yeah,
Wow.
Mavic 3, yeah. Because the Mavic 3, it's easy to fix.
Well, didn't they
You-
get sued over that from a company that they claimed stole that quick release from them? They said DJI stole the patent or the idea from them.
You
Paul's
can
nowhere near the.
buy a quick release attachment, third party one for the minis, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd
wait.
agree with that, Joel.
Yeah, I think there was a company that sued DJI about 5-6 years ago for the whole quick release thing. They said they stole it, the idea from them or something. Because then there was that other company that sued them that said they stole, what was it, some of the proprietary stuff for the
Software, yeah, some
Air
place
3
in
unit?
Texas.
Yeah, it was the Air 3, the Air 3 unit or whatever the fuck it's called.
But does Paul have a hairdryer? That's what Jim is saying. I don't think Paul has a hairdryer.
Yeah, but
And
he would want to.
that'd be too much concentrated heat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even if you put it on low from a while, from
No,
far
it's
back,
too.
I still think
It's too
right.
because
No.
a hairdryer centralizes the heat. It sends it in a straight direction.
Yeah,
it'll buckle the plastic.
Yeah,
exactly.
Well,
and
it would depend if he had it like 7 or 8 feet from it, or just blowing warm air.
Yeah,
Towards
that's
7 or
But
8
he-
feet.
They wouldn't be warm by the time it hits it.
probably 3
Well,
feet.
I'm saying. Well, anyway, you get what I'm saying. If you could put it at a safe distance, to where
Yeah.
it was just warm when it was hitting it,
3 or
you'd
4
be
feet,
fine.
probably.
But yeah, you wouldn't want to
I'd
just
say, yeah,
stick it
about
up
a
to the
meter.
fucking gimbal and be like, "Here, shove it up the gimbal hole."
Yeah, put it no, about a meter.
Might as well use a paraffin space.
Yeah,
I might as well just stick it in the oven.
yeah, why not?
Well, and oven temperatures aren't exact anyway. You could set it on oven at like 150, and it's roughly around that temperature.
Yeah.
They're not always accurate.
Al
can be
said
anywhere.
he'd fix it.
They'll only be anywhere between 5 to 15
What's
degrees
that?
off.
Al said send him the drone, he'll fix it.
I didn't know Al worked on the drones.
There you go, Paul. You got an offer there with Al. He
Request
said he'll
Al,
fix it
Al
for you.
wants to fix it for you.
I know David AZ fixes drones.
But David AZ ain't here. And
Yeah.
Al's just
Yeah.
offered.
Well, I don't know if he works on the DJI ones because he usually gets all that care refresh and shit on there. He has the problems, he'll just send it in. But I know he does on the FPV drones. He's really good with those. But I could be wrong. I don't think he works on those though. But he could if he
yeah.
wanted to, for sure. David's smart as fuck.
No. Al's giving you a
Okay, I didn't see that up there. Sorry, Jim.
Yeah.
yeah. Al said
So,
send me the drone.
Al said
I'll
he'll fix it for you.
So let's see if we can make that happen.
Just throw it in there.
Where's
And if you
Alan?
put it,
Florida.
Al, I don't know.
So
Florida.
this is what he's using here.
yeah,
'Cause
what's your location, Al?
His last
Yeah,
link wasn't working.
I can't remember where he's from.
Yeah, his
Or
last
indicating silica
Texas.
silica gel.
Yeah, that'll work.
comes a little bag too.
Yeah, California. I thought he was in California. Yeah, San Jose.
Yeah, dude, you fill up
Thought
a
he was in
fucking.
California.
You get a couple of these 8-pounders. You fill up a freaking get 3 or 4 of those,
See?
and you,
It's not far from where you was trying to buy a drone from earlier.
Yeah.
well, it's up to you, Paul.
If you put a couple of silica packs in the parcel box, it'll dry out on the way.
Honestly, for what
Out gets
shipping
out of the box
costs,
and it flies straight away.
but I'm saying to ship that drone and everything over to Al and back, it probably would cost what he could just buy the gel packs himself. You know what I'm saying? Because that was what, $25. He's going to spend at least $20 to $30 each way to ship that thing, maybe 15. So yeah, this 2.2 pound bottle's $15. He could put the drone in one of those USPS boxes and just fucking fill it up and just let it sit in there.
There
Yeah,
you
but
go.
we don't know
Oh.
if it's the drone or if it's the controller.
Put both of them in there.
Yeah, just stick both of them in.
Put both of them in that
There
big
you
box.
go. DJI Air 2S drone fly mode. 475.
That's
You get
really,
one for $2.
But then again, I wouldn't click it because it says ship to you now. If it says ship to you, don't bother.
Well, that's it. I don't want that controller. That's the problem.
Yeah.
yeah, but you don't. That
Get
doesn't
a Mini
matter.
3 for $100.
You already have the controller you need.
I don't think the controller's working.
Well, the problem is we're all
We don't
guessing
know.
here, but until you can actually
You got a good point
until you
there,
can
Al.
actually test
Test
it,
it. Yeah,
you don't know if it's the controller or the drone.
that's
I
right.
don't think it's the controller because a lot of stuff like that tends to have a little bit of a IP water rating on them. So I don't think it's the controller. I think the drone's just not responding to the controller inputs. Because I would assume that controller would have some kind of IP rating on it. I could be wrong, but it'd be like any basic phone or tablet these days. They can take a little bit of water on them without doing any kind of damage.
All you got to do is just buy that silica, put both of them in there, and see what
And-
happens.
Well, and see, the only reason I would say that is because you think when they were designing the controllers, they would think it's possible somebody could get rained on that controller.
Yeah.
I don't know. Somebody look it up and see. I'm almost positive those things would have some kind of IP rating on them, even if it's the basic IP rating. Smart controllers have IP.
Al says buy another controller, not another drone. But I don't know, probably just
Okay, so the new DJIs, the original one did not have an IP rating. The new ones have IP54 rated. So that should have
Oh.
been able to take no problem a little rain or even heavy rain for a minute or two. So there's no reason that should be I don't think it's the controller. I think it's the drone not receiving the right inputs. Because IP54 rating, it should be able to handle rain, a cup of water spilling on it. It's just not going to handle going underwater, but it should be able to take direct hits of water to it. Yeah, but there's a difference on IP ratings, Jim. Just from my experience, there's difference between water hitting it and it actually being submerged. There's a big difference in being submerged or water hitting an IP rated device.
yeah, because
Like
it was
you're-
still in the air when the
like-
water was hitting it. So
Like most of cell phones, I think are IPC5 rated, and you could stand out in the rain all day long and it's not going to do anything to your phone. And you could even dunk it underwater to a certain extent and it's not going to do anything to it. But when it comes to IP ratings, there's definitely a difference between actual submerged and just being hit with water.
What? I am on polls, yeah, why? That's it, you go waste them chips, right?
I'll be back.
All right, Al, have fun. Hope your team wins.
Good luck, Al. Yeah, I know, and I get that, Jim, but I don't know, dude. I would have to say it'd probably be the drone.
What's the screen?
I'm just guessing here, though, too. But I'm going to guess it was probably the drone.
It slipped on it.
Well, don't stand on it. It got thrown over there because it pissed me off.
Do you have the standard controller for the
That's the one
drone?
that went boom.
Paul, do you have the standard controller for the drone still?
I got rid of all my controllers.
Even the regular, just one that you'd have to put
the
the
gray
phone in?
ones. Yes.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Because you would have been able to test it with that. I would have told you right there. Who bought those? Because most people don't even want to buy those.
Continue recording where you left off. Are you still there? If you are satisfied.
Are you still there?
To listen to your message.
And you're sure you don't have one laying around somewhere? Because you never used them, so.
Are you still there?
Because I don't even know who you would have sold those to.
Yeah, well.
Those things are hard to get rid of.
I might have given them away. I don't know.
Oh yeah, you gave one to Dusty too. Yeah, that's right. I think you gave one to Dusty because his broke. But you had to have at least 2 or 3 of them from all the different drones you had.
Yeah, but they went with the drones because I wasn't giving away smart controllers.
I don't know.
The only other smart controller I have is the DJI 3
Hey,
or
Gitchy.
2, the 2, right?
The RC2.
Okay.
RC2, and that won't work with that drone.
No, it won't.
But yeah. No, I totally understand what you were saying there, Jim. But we're all just guessing at this point because we can't rule it out because we can't test it, either one of them. So
Mhm.
I'm just saying from just what I think. I don't think it's the controller. That's just my opinion now. Like I say I could be completely wrong. What's up, Gitchy?
So,
Dag nabbit.
Hey, Gitchy.
Gitchy.
Hi, Gitchy.
Yeah, if I was sitting,
Hi, Dominic.
hello,
Hi,
Laura.
I don't know.
Laura.
Shut up, TJ.
Aw.
Paul, do you have enough? Paul, do you have enough money to buy those silicone gel balls for $15?
Well, yeah, but that's like throwing $15 away. It's not going to make a difference. Everybody's
we
got.
know?
I appreciate all the ideas, but that's what they are, is ideas. When was the last time you ever heard of anybody using those silicone balls to do anything?
They do it.
5 minutes ago when Justin told us.
I've
Yeah.
used them plenty on electronics.
But
And Al said
Paul,
he done the same
if
thing.
you don't want to buy the silica gels, just go for the free option and put it near the radiator where there's a bit of heat. And give it a few days and see what happens.
There
It's
is
free. It's free. It's not
My
going to cost you anything. And
It's
if
a
it
free
doesn't
idea.
work, you ain't lost anything.
the house.
There
The
he
house
is.
is at 75 degrees all the time. There is no heat coming through the heaters.
It's
Not heat. You need.
Just get one of those.
just put it in a
space
dry
heaters.
place.
Just get a space heater and then put it
Put
next
it
to
out
it.
on the
table,
Oh
leave it.
God! Just put it in a dry place where it's not near any of the doors or anything. You'll be fine. Couple of days. If it doesn't work, you ain't lost anything.
Yeah. You've only lost a couple of days.
Well, I mean,
Dominic, you're not helping. Laura, shut up.
Hey,
Gotta
that
help her
Vegemite.
with-
Mite.
There's
No.
I've got to
Vegemite,
help
yeah.
her with me.
That's Marmite.
No, it's
That's-
Vegemite.
I've got to help her. She's helping me.
Vegemite.
Okay.
Look
Hello.
at little Vegemite.
You made TJ's day, Dominic.
Meow meow. Meow meow meow.
You're so cute. Wow. You know, I'm over looking around for a cat. Right.
That's funny.
Worth a try.
That's funny. That's pretty good.
She's looking at you and say, "What the fuck are you doing? I'm just trying to
She's
get a
looking
cuddle
at
here."
her- She's looking at her daddy.
There's a cocktail missing. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Jim,
5, 6.
same page.
2, 3, 4, 5.
He's in bed.
Ooh,
Dominic.
good for him. But he's not. He's on the panel.
So he's in bed.
No, he's there.
He's in bed.
He's not in bed. He's sat in his chair.
My dum-dum's in bed.
Right.
Oh, you're Dominic's in bed, not this Dominic.
Yeah.
So,
The bird.
In our defense, he was called Dominic before we met Dominic.
so,
We didn't know a couple of years down the line we was going to meet Dominic.
What is that?
Both Australian, though.
What's up, JD?
At least one of the Dominic that lives round here. 2, in fact.
I like how.
Yeah, that'll be-
Wait,
We need to ask Paul if his tenant has a hairdryer.
Oh,
I'm
don't
sure
go down that route again.
I'm almost positive
We've
Paul
moved
would
on
have
now.
somewhere in his house.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a hairdryer somewhere in his
Yes.
house. I'm sure.
Put it behind your computer and the heat coming through the fan on your power supply in the computer will be warmer than the room.
Or just stick it in the fucking bin. Sorted.
Just put in the fucking bin.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Jason's all finally
Okay,
organizing
right
his
to
room.
it.
Go away. We've already had this conversation several times now.
I'm putting the birds to bed.
Oh,
you're not.
Jim's asking what if your tenant would have a hairdryer.
I'm
If she
jumping
does,
off.
keep the
Okay,
hairdryer about
catch you
4
later,
feet away
Justin.
and Put on low
Bye-bye.
heat.
Justin had enough.
Yeah. Well, we're not far off Uncle Bill starting anyway, so
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
let's shut it down for tonight, and we'll
reconvene at another time.
reconvene tomorrow at 5 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time.
Wait, whoa.
No, 9 o'clock.
What happened to the morning stream?
Oh, it's a morning stream. Okay, yep.
9 a.m.
9 a.m. Eastern Daylight
Yeah.
Time. All right.
Try to cut
I'll
out a
see you guys
stream there.
later.
Okay, David. Take
Catch you
care.
later.
Yeah.
See ya.